And it was about this was July, August, September, October when our dog brought up those remains. And it had to be from a smaller, whatever it was, creature.
Our dog brought this first piece of a foot with the leg up to the, looked like up to the hip. When it had the entrails with it, that one. And that was taken by the Fish and Game. And when they left, our dog went down by the river somewhere and brought the other foot up. And that's the one we kept, and we took pictures of it. We took a video of it, and it was down south of here, in that direction towards the river.
And I said, it's not a bear. I said, this thing is walking upright. I said, just like a man. I said, the only thing, it's hairy, you know, but it's walking just like a man into the brush.
I brought this part of the body first,
and the rib cage, and part of the backbone,
some intestines,
and some intestines that were still stuck to the backbone, and then the leg. I brought the leg that came all the way up to the hip.
Well, the other one was with the leg too. The other leg. Then when she called
Fish and Wildlife,
they came and they took it.
And both of them couldn't identify it. Neither of the Fish and Wildlife officers couldn't identify it, so they said they were going to take it to town and get their supervisor to look at it.
We had it in our freezer for a while, but we finally took it out of there, and just north of here a little ways, about maybe 30, 40 feet, somewhere in there, I dug a hole and I put the leg and I wrapped it up in plastic and I put it in there. And we tried to locate it, but we couldn't find it. Either an animal dug it up and took it, or it's still there in the ground someplace and we just haven't been able to locate it.
What really amazed me was it had toenails like ours.
Yes.
You know, it never had claws. It didn't have no claws. And if you put it like this, looked like a human's nails, fingernails, or toenails.
Did you see that there was still meat on it, and you could still see the hair? Okay. Did any of the people take it for analysis to analyze the hair samples, do DNA?
I took some down to the College of Great Falls, and they never knew what it was. So I don't know if they still have it.
They couldn't identify.
They couldn't identify it. And,
in the article, they said they were going to identify it and put it on the next month's newspaper.
But they never did.
But they never did because they could never identify.
There's nothing on record. That's the reason why they couldn't.
We really don't know. We've had it taken to Great Falls, and they tried to analyze some of the hair and what was on her, but they still was unable to identify what it was.
You know, everybody thinks it's an easy process, but it's not. We just went through this process with the hand. I went to 5 genetics DNA companies. 4 of them wouldn't touch it because of the controversial matter. The 5th, we were lucky to. The first preliminary report came through, and it says it's not a human, not any known primate, or a bear on record. So what they're actually saying is there's nothing that they can equate it to, just like they did with the foot and the leg.
It was really something, and I'll never forget what I saw the rest of my life.
My big question is this: is it a new species that we don't know about?
Well, look at that, Peter. Lisa. The neighbor.
Down the road.
What video is it? There's its knee right there. Yeah, it's there by his hand. When he dies, he don't get away. Up there by his hand is the hip joint, hip sock, and there's the knee, and then there's the ankle part, that's the foot. That's the heel right back there. Oh, what happened to it? Oh, there it is. It's a beaver that one big as a sack. How about a little bit? How far forward can I go? How far forward can a knee go? Oh yeah. Look out a little bit. Stand up. Stand up.
Watch this person. Watch this person.
This is a good hand. Right. That's what it looks like. Show us our parts. You've got. Yeah, it's tiny.
Have you ever
Brown hair, kind of brownish, straight hair.
Yeah.